If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and don't forget to activate your notifications. Thank you. Welcome and thank you for being here today. Today we'll be looking at another interesting project that was recommended on the Twitter post. The project is called Apollo. Before we get into this video, I'd like to quickly go over the reasons for the existence of this project. Apollo understands that the world we live in is run by a centralized authority that is deep-seated in corruption, as we can no longer trust financial authorities with our finances. There's also the continued problem with security regarding our identity and privacy, as every week we're hearing about system hacks happening all around the world. If you remember, last year Equifax had a data breach exposing more than 14 million customers' private information. Yahoo exposed more than 500 million of their customers' information, and the largest bank in the United States, JP Morgan, exposed more than 76 million of their customers' information. It also looks like it has only gotten worse since. The more time passes, the worse it becomes. However, since the emergence of blockchain technology in the late 2000s, people have started to view blockchain technology as a solution to these problems. This brings the next question. What exactly is Apollo? Apollo is a project built from the NXT platform, and they're aiming to become the ultimate privacy cryptocurrency. After doing some research and reading their white paper, I found out that the project has some extremely big selling points. We'll go through some of the points I found interesting, and we'll see why there's so much interest in the project. There are mainly two elements that intrigued me the most, which was their Olympus protocol and their Hermes blockchain. The first important point is that Apollo is looking to become an all-in-one cryptocurrency. They're aiming to create a currency that would give users the ability to perform any blockchain-related task on a single platform and completely private. In other words, they're saying that you will never need any other cryptocurrency as long as you have Apollo. To help them with that, they've been working on their revolutionary new protocol called the Olympus 2.0 protocol. Their aim with this is to offer world-class privacy. They have multiple layers to their privacy, such as IP masking, public and private transaction, and also coin shuffling. Now, if we go quickly over these features, we have IP masking. As said in the name, is the process of hiding your IP address from other users on the network so that your location stays private. Then we have coin shuffling, which is an effective privacy technique taken directly from the NXT shuffling system. NXT was the first project to successfully add shuffling into their blockchain. In essence, coin shuffling mixes users' funds quickly and efficiently with other users' funds to add extra privacy. Finally, they're offering public and private transactions. At this moment, most of you already know this, but the wallet addresses that most people have are kind of random generated IDs, which are a mix of numbers and letters. This is what we call pseudo-anonymous. Instead, Apollo will allow their users to decide if they want to completely hide their wallet address or keep it pseudo-anonymous when they're sending or receiving currencies. This is something I found interesting, and the reason for this feature will be explained as it represents a solution to help them garner mass adoption. We've established that if the goal of blockchain technology is to replace or offer better solutions to existing infrastructures, then every crypto project should have a solution as to how they're going to bring it to the masses and how they're going to persuade people to use their platform. They've outlined that cryptocurrency is currently inaccessible to the majority of the world as it requires a bank account, a computer, and certain knowledge. This is something I completely agree with. Their plan of action to tackle this issue is very simple, but at the same time extremely ambitious. So first, we have the implementation of physical buying locations. They want to initiate a decentralized network of physical locations, allowing anyone to walk in and purchase Apollo simply with cash. This will be the same process as the current Bitcoin machines we have in certain areas. You walk in and you purchase Bitcoin with your money. This will definitely open up cryptocurrencies to the vast majority of people, but without a bank account. Then, they are planning to establish a physical currency, such as a bill or a coin, that is tied to the blockchain. This would allow anyone, even those without a phone, to buy, sell, and spend Apollo. This Apollo-backed currency would give many nations with unstable currencies an option with absolute value. This point is extremely important because it brings us back to what being a stablecoin is. So let me explain. A stablecoin is mainly a currency on which the value is backed by a physical asset, such as a currency or a commodity like gold or silver. In this case, we would call this stablecoin a centralized coin because these assets are controlled by a centralized body such as a bank. However, in Apollo's case, their coin is pegged to the blockchain, which is a decentralized system that relies on smart contracts to operate. Therefore, they're offering a decentralized stablecoin. In this case, their main goal for offering a currency would be to minimize price volatility, fight against high inflation and centralization that are being experienced in third world countries. A working stablecoin is a bit like the holy grail of crypto. It's highly needed, and Tether is probably the best example of a modern working stablecoin. If they do have a plan and manage this, meaning convincing actual institutions or countries to use their currency, then sky is the limit. Another element in their fight to promote mass adoption is their private and public feature talked about earlier. They're arguing that the majority of privacy currencies have only a private transaction option, and this allows for privacy but does not facilitate mass adoption. The reason for this is because public transactions are necessary in the vast majority of commercial scenarios where transactions must be tracked, hence the need for this option. Now, it seems that there's a lot going on for the project and we haven't even scratched the surface of what they're planning to offer. The question remains as to how they're going to manage all of this. Their main solution is in their blockchain. They've built a blockchain capable of offering all of the above called the Hermes blockchain. An important factor when considering a project's potential is always transaction speed and volume that their blockchain can manage. The features offered by the Hermes blockchain will allow the project to provide users with transactions as fast as 2 seconds. They're planning to do that through the implementation of several methods. Two of these methods have piqued my interest, which are adaptive forging and sharding. Apollo has recently released its newest technological breakthrough called adaptive forging. This process allows the blockchain to create a block only when a transaction happens in the network instead of working with non-stop block creation like some of the blockchains we have right now. This evidently reduces energy consumption and also waste. Then we have sharding, which was a huge selling point for many crypto projects last year that were trying to solve bloated network scalability issues and slow transaction speeds. Therefore, in this discussion, we're also adding projects such as Ethereum and Zilliqa. Sharding is the process by which a database is segmented into several parts and distributed so that each node can process a certain amount of information. In theory, sharding is the simple, elegant solution to a complex problem of bloated network issues. However, the implementation of sharding into the blockchain is where the difficulty lies. If this happens to work as intended, then it opens the door to microtransactions on a large scale. Therefore, the Hermes blockchain will make Apollo an incredibly secure and infinitely stable blockchain. Finally, Apollo will be working and launching various decentralized projects such as decentralized exchange, decentralized file storage, and much more. To summarize, the goal of Apollo has always been to create a platform that offers everything useful in blockchain on a single platform that cannot be regulated. Apollo will create a platform that cannot be regulated by incorporating features such as database level coin mixing, a private ledger, advanced IP masking, unblockable nodes, coin shuffling, and decentralized exchange. Before I end this video, I'd like to quickly go over some of the questions that might be in your minds right now. The first point to address is the project focusing on too many things at once? Up until now, as they've correctly mentioned in their analysis, we have yet to see a project offering an all-in-one platform where users can benefit from all advantages of what the blockchain technology can offer. The second point is it even feasible? We know for sure that it's not for lack of trying. We've seen that some projects are already having issues offering even a single working feature. Do they have a better team, approach, or tools than any other crypto project? There's no way to truly know. However, it's something we'll figure out soon. One thing is for certain, if they manage to do the impossible, then they'll surely become the first one in the space, and it'll definitely put a lot more credibility to their project. This is only a quick overview of the project, and we'll be following it in detail this year. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.